What's up, everybody? Damn, I look good. I look good, man. Look at that. You see that? Wow. Cheers to this. Sorry about that. What's happening, everybody? I hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for watching all over the place. I see you from South Africa, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Nigeria, Ghana, all over the world. Thank you for making this community much bigger than it was in the beginning. We keep getting bigger and bigger. This is your first time. Thank you for stopping by. You very much appreciate it. I'm sure we're going to love each other. Just click on the button. I think it's right here. It's called subscribe. This will allow you to see us more often so we can see each other and communicate, right? We like our community. Okay, before we start, we're all going to do this. Please, guys, I feel embarrassed asking you to do this. We do this so we can push our video further. Let's all do this just before we start. Great. It's done. Super. Let's go. So we have a speech by Julius Malema of South Africa. Julius Malema is a very strong combatant, very strong young political party leader. Let's get to the point. He said some very shocking things. Let's watch. Let's go.
Illegal immigration, the EFF believes in one continent, one Africa. Because Africa has always been one. These borders were imposed on us by the Berlin Conference in 1885, where the superpowers met, and then they put a map of South Africa and then they allocated it to each other. Britain will take this, Italy will take this, Germany will take this, and that they were allocating Africa. Then they started putting a fence. But we're never like that.
Okay, fellas, for context, these are the EFF. The EFF is the Economical Freedom Front. These are member of the political party created by Julius Malema. Julius Malema was trainee of Mama Winnie Mandela. He really learned a lot. She was his mentor in many areas, learned a lot from her. Very revolutionary, very strong person, a big lover of Africa.
But why is there such an obsession with a fence? Because border means a fence. Why are we obsessed with a fence? Which country in the world became a developed country because it had a fence? But no, on the basis of this fence, this country was able to flourish. But if the fence is one of the things that you need for you to flourish, you all have fences at your homes and you are still poor. The fence didn't help you with anything. But our fence is actually madness. Because in Lesotho, there is no fence. In Botswana, there is no fence. Mara, there is a gate. Only a mad person can go and put a gate at his yard without a fence, and every day when you come back, you open that gate and lock it, but you don't have a fence. Those people live happily together. In Zimbabwe, Gayton Mackenzie went there trying to prove a point that, yeah, there's no fence here. He was not saying something new to us. We knew there was no fence. There's no fence. So anyone who brings drugs in South Africa or brings illegal weapons in South Africa, his nationality is not relevant, he's a criminal and must be dealt with as a criminal, not on the basis of which country he comes from. No one must bring guns into South Africa. So we're going to stop this Mozambicans and stop this Nigerians, stop this. So because they are the ones who bring drugs and guns. South Africans are going to fetch, they will leave and go there to fetch them and bring them here. Because now we say our borders are secured, they will go fetch them, come back because they are South Africans. And we will not have a problem with South Africans who are selling drugs and guns and prostitution. We have to have a problem with crime and not with nationality. A criminal Nigerian who poses threat to life of South Africans must be dropped. We don't care whether you are Nigerian or Zimbabwean or South African. You bring drugs into our country, you shall be dealt with. Our problem is resolving drugs, and we can resolve drugs by uniting the whole continent. Can you imagine, Yusuf, if there was no fence and all these restrictions, those cars that get stolen into Mozambique will with ease go and check those cars and bring them here. They are able to steal and hide in other countries because of these borders. They use the borders to commit crime. They take from us, go and hide the other side. Without a fence, police will chase you from here. When you cross the border, they follow you to that side. There is no border in Europe. No border in Europe. So why do they want borders for us and they don't want borders for themselves? There is free movement in Europe. They go anywhere. You can wake up, eat breakfast in Italy, have lunch in Germany, and then sleep in Paris without anyone asking you for a document. No one. Even you, once you get a Shanghai visa, free movement. Why? They made trade easily. They made movement of goods and people easily. They trade amongst themselves. Why can't we do that as Africans? We've got high unemployment now, including high unemployment of teachers. I was shocked that there's even unemployment of doctors. You go to school for 7 years, and then we complain at the same time in our hospitals we don't have doctors, but they are unemployed doctors. But these doctors were not supposed to march. They were supposed to just get a transport and go to the nearest country. Their skill will be welcomed in those many other countries. This obsession of wanting to stay in South Africa alone, as if South Africa is the only place with opportunities, is what denies you, South Africans, an opportunity to prosper, because they instilled in us a mind of superiority. We think we are America of Africa. That's why you can speak about Africa and South Africa, as if South Africa is not Africa. Why? They benefit from this division because the unity of South Africa threatens them. Imagine if we were to do a African currency based and supported by the minerals of Africa. Dollar will be nothing compared to that. Dollar will be nothing compared to that. The pound is what it is because of its gold reserves, yet they don't have a gold mine. We alone, we are #1 platinum producer in the world. Ourselves and Zimbabwe alone, no one can touch us with platinum. The next in line who has a platinum, which takes us to 85% or so, is Russia. So why is Zimbabwe, South Africa, and Russia not coming together and determine the platinum price? A platinum price is determined by people who don't have platinum because of these divisions that we're having. Why can't we open this continent and get Eskom to electrify the whole of Africa, and then they pay electricity to us? You deny yourself an opportunity. We can build railway lanes. We've got capacity at South Africa, from Cape to Cairo. The transport system that interconnect the whole continent, so that you guys can wake up in the morning, go and do some businesses there, and then sleep this side, come from that other side with ease. And that's how we prosper.
Thank you very much, fellas. Always a great pleasure. Let me know how you feel about this. Is Julius really within it right? Is he saying the right things? What's happening? He's been very strong, very, very strong. He's not hiding behind diplomacy or any. Also, you must remember this is a political party, so they can say whatever they like. Let me know how you feel about this. Your comment is always necessary. I want to read from you. God bless.